If you're holding crypto, you probably have seen your portfolio go down over 30%. Let me ask you a question. Why wait for the price to potentially go up and that being the only way on how you can profit from the market? Let me tell you a story. I was talking to a member inside CBA who was holding crypto for over 6 months. By the end of those 6 months, he didn't make a single dollar. In fact, his portfolio lost 6%. Here's the thing, during those 6 months, there was something happening, something that could have profited him a lot of money if he had the right system. Any guess on what that is? Cool, if you pick price action, then you are right. Price action was the only thing that was happening during these 6 months. The price of the cryptocurrencies he was holding was going up and down. So why am I telling you this? Right now, a lot of people are skeptical about what's going on in crypto. And I get it. Most cryptocurrencies have dropped in value over 40%. It's scary, especially if you're holding crypto, because there is no certainty if crypto is gonna go up. The only thing that is guaranteed to happen is that it's gonna move sideways. So it's gonna go up, up and down, but the price can be the same. Just like we have seen Bitcoin moving between the 83,000 and 100,000 over the last couple of months. So in this video, I'm gonna challenge you. I will set up a crypto trading bot with $1,000 and show you how price action, aka volatility, can beat the market. I'm gonna be full transparent and show you whether the bot, by the end of the cycle, so from the moment that I set it up all the way down to the exit confirmation, as I'm gonna show you in a minute, indeed made a profit, lost money, or break even. That being said, let's get started. So how does the bot profit? I want you to think about something. What is the one thing that is guaranteed to happen in the market? Any guess? Right, as I said it earlier, is volatility. Prices will always go up and down, no matter how unpredictable the market is. The only thing that is guaranteed to happen is volatility. And that is exactly how this bot is designed to profit. It places buy orders when the price of a cryptocurrency goes down in value and sell orders when it goes up, making a profit every time the bot makes a successful buy and a sell. It never misses an opportunity. The system is called a grid trading system, and it's not a new system, but the systematic approach we have developed inside CBA is the system that will allow you to find a cryptocurrency that has been moving sideways for years, and literally, instead of just holding something that is probably not gonna go up in value anyway, you have a bot consistently placing buy and sell orders. Here's the thing, we have to focus on finding the right cryptocurrency. Now, inside CBA, or private crypto community, we give them a list of proven coins that we have tested and invested our own money and are proven to work regardless of the market condition. But let me show you how you can also find them, and then we will get into the setup of the bot. Alright, so to find a cryptocurrency that has been moving sideways for years, so you can profit from the volatility of the market, we need to go to TradingView. And we're gonna go ahead and install these filters. We have volatility, which is the overall volatility, volatility month, and volatility week. Optional, you can also use the 5-year performance, and ideally you want to have something that has not been going down too much. Then in filters, I'm personally using HTX, and then in quote currency, you can use USDT, and then in the RSI, we're also gonna go ahead and set it up at 53. The reason we do this, the RSI, is because we wanna make sure that when we set up the bot, is in a good entry point. And I will get into detail about the exit confirmation as well later on this video. So once we have done that, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start searching for some coins. Ideally, you can scroll down and you will find better options, because usually the first coins that you will be able to find, they have been moving maybe too much. So we want that consistency. We want those coins that are consistently going up and down. Something like this, right? And if they can be in a range, they should be in a range for a few years at least. So that is what we're looking for. So to give you some idea, this one seems like it has been moving up and down for about 57 days. So we want something that has been moving sideways for a lot longer than that. Let's go ahead and see if we can find that. So I'm just gonna skim some of these coins and see what we can find here. I'll go through some of these pairs and show you what it's going on. So as you can tell, most cryptocurrencies will follow the price of the market. But we want to find those exceptions, those coins that even though the market has been going down, these coins have remained sideways. And that can be a bit of a tricky job, which is why inside CBA we have already found these coins and we just give them to our members so they can easily set them up. All right, so this one looks interesting because as we can tell, it has been moving sideways for the last 62 days. And what I find interesting as well is that it kind of has been going up and down, even though a lot of the cryptocurrencies have gone down in value. One thing I'm not the biggest fan is that the RSI seems to be at 49 level using the cycle indicator, an indicator we have specifically developed for entry and exit confirmation of the trading bots inside CBA. If you don't have access to the cycle indicator, you can also use the RSI. It will work kind of similar, but cycles is specifically designed for grid bots. So let's go ahead and keep looking for something that has been moving sideways, maybe ideally for 3 months. We want something that has been moving sideways for a few months. So let's keep going. I'm sure we're gonna find something. Right, so this one is also quite interesting because again, we have had a lot of ups and downs, but this one, as we can tell, normally it has been moving sideways for a very long time. Actually, I'm liking this one. Seems pretty interesting. I'll just keep going and see what we can find here. All right, so this one is a perfect example of what we're not looking for because it has been going down for a few months already. So not ideal, right? But let's keep going. Pretty much all the crypto market has been going down. So if you're holding crypto, your portfolio is very likely down. But what we want is to find these exceptions, these coins that have been moving sideways for years. Because with the system that I'm about to show you, the coin doesn't have to go up in value. That's the beauty of it. It can literally use what is gonna happen anyway, which is that price action. The only difference is that it's gonna profit from it. Let's go ahead and check this one out. All right, beautiful. So this one actually looks incredibly well. I can see that it has been moving sideways for almost 3 months, but if I zoom out even more, I can see that this one has been moving sideways for over a year. So imagine, let's say you bought this cryptocurrency or any cryptocurrency, doesn't matter. You bought it at this price. It has been over a year and the price is pretty much the same. At some point, you were even negative. So if you can profit from something that is going to be moving sideways anyway, why not have an automated trading system that will take trades for you 24/7? It just doesn't make sense for me why somebody wouldn't want to have something like this. So let me show you how you can set it up. So the first thing we do inside CBA is we set up a grid range. To keep it simple, a grid range is the price action in percentage where the bot is going to be placing buy and sell orders. So for instance, if the cryptocurrency that I'm going to be trading moves up and down a lot, then the grid range is going to be higher. We usually measure the grid range with a tool called price range, and we do it sort of like this. Usually support and resistance, resistance and support. If the cryptocurrency is less volatile and just moves like this, then we still get the resistance and the support, but the price action, the grid range, is going to be smaller because, well, there is less volatility and less price action to cover. Then we also have grid levels. These are the lines where the bot is consistently triggering buy and sell orders. You know what? Let me actually show you an example. So for example, this coin that I have had running for about a month, you can see price is about the same, yet the bot has consistently been placing buy and sell orders, and in every single grid level, which is these lines right here. All of the green lines are buy orders. This is where the bot is successfully going to trigger a buy order, and the red lines are sell orders. Let's do a quick review of the system. We need to find something that has been moving sideways for years so the bot can capitalize from the ups and downs. Then we need to have the optimum setup, meaning we need to be able to cover enough price action so the bot doesn't go out of range and it stops trading, like what happened here. That was my mistake. And enough grid levels, meaning enough lines so the bot can consistently keep placing buy and sell orders. I hope that it's making sense so far. So let's go ahead and set this one up, right? So all I'm gonna do right now, I'm gonna figure out the grid range, again, resistance and support. So in this case, I'm probably gonna be looking to use a grid range of about 30%, right? Because this coin is moving a lot, so the grid range is gonna be higher. Also with the CBA 2-point indicator, we can see that in the 6-hour time frame, volatility is moderate. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and backtest it. I'm gonna backtest this sideways movement right here. This is about 68 days worth of data. And we're gonna see, as you can see right now, during the last 68 days, the price has not gone up. It has been moving sideways. So we know the grid range we're gonna be using, it's a 30%. So I'll go ahead and set it up here, 30%. I'm gonna turn on the indicator, and now I'm gonna define the start date, just like this. And then the grid range percentage. So the price action in percentage the bot is going to be covering. Also, I'm going to define the end date, which is going to be right here. Now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the 5-minute time frame so I can get a higher accuracy of the data. So as we can see here, with the current settings, the bot has made a 79.94% PNL. This is not bot profit, this is PNL in the last 70 days. That is consistently averaging 0.85% a day. Now, what I'm gonna do using the CB grid backtester is I'm going to start testing different grid levels. Remember what I told you earlier? Grid levels is the place where the bot is either gonna place a buy order or a sell order. The rule of thumb is that the more grid levels you have, the more buy and sell orders the bot is gonna trigger. But you gotta be kind of careful because you don't wanna have too many grid levels. Otherwise, the fee is going to pretty much consume your profit. Inside CBA, we show you how to figure out the optimum grid levels, but we also give you signals. That is a cryptocurrency plus the settings, and that includes the grid range, like we mentioned, and also the grid levels. But let's go ahead and backtest these different grid levels. So I'm gonna start with 10, then 20, 30, 40, 50, and 60. I'm gonna go ahead and change this to 20, and we're gonna see if the PNL increases or decreases. It's gonna take a bit of time because remember, it's placing a lot of buy and sell orders. So we're gonna give it a minute here. Holy crap, we went from 79 PNL to 312 PNL. That's insane. I was not expecting that. All right, let's go ahead and do 30. We're just gonna wait. All right, guys, so I decided to go from the 5-minute time frame to the 30-minute time frame because every time I was switching grid levels, it was just taking forever. So anyway, we have 30 grid levels and we went from, let me double check, with 20, we were sitting at 219, and then in 30 seems like it's a lot bigger. It's about 321%, averaging 2.09% a day, which is still insane. Let's go ahead and do a 40, and then we're gonna do 50, 60, and 70. So with 40, we're actually getting more. That is a 40 grid levels is getting us a 389%. Remember what I showed you earlier? The cryptocurrency has been moving sideways. If you were holding it, you wouldn't have made a single dollar because it's the same price as it is right now after 70 days. So I'm just gonna wrap it up with 50 and then 60 because my grid step percentage, which is the profit per trade, is getting a bit smaller. So I'll do it with 50. We're gonna see what we get. 413, that's insane. And I'm just gonna keep it at 50 because you don't want to have your grid step percentage less than 0.70. Again, the fees tend to get a bit too high there. So let me see with 45 grid levels and see what we get. So guys, I decided I'm gonna go for 45 grid levels. So these are the settings that I have for this bot. We have a 30% grid range. It is telling us on the CB grid backtester. And also we have 45 grid levels. Now, all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to Bitscap and I'm gonna click on Start New Bot, Gridbot. I'm gonna search the cryptocurrency. In this case, it's going to be top USDT. I'm gonna select my investment, $1,000. Annual adjustment. I'm gonna grab this grid range that the CBA Gridback tester gave me, and I'm gonna use the price range to measure that 30%. That's all I'm gonna do. So again, I'm not doing anything special. All I'm doing is giving orders and parameters to the bot so it can consistently start placing buy and sell orders through the volatility of the market, something that is gonna happen anyway. Now, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna copy these grid levels and then paste them right here. There we go. So all I'm gonna do left is I'm gonna click on continue. Oh yeah, just make sure you have trading up activated, pump protection, trading down, we're gonna leave it off, and then these two off, these three features off as well. Click on continue and start the bot. So yeah guys, as that is loading, let me go ahead and help you set up the exit confirmation. So in the 6-hour time frame, using the CBA, using the cycles, the new indicator we have, we're gonna go ahead and click on the 3 dots, add alert, and shut down bot signal. This will give you the exact exit confirmation on when you could be looking to shut down your bot, take your profits, and go home happy. That being said, guys, if you're still waiting for the market to come back while other people are making money with the only thing that is guaranteed to happen, that is volatility and price action, inside CBA we have helped countless investors and business owners set up an automated trading system that profits from the volatility of the market, just like I show you right now. In the upcoming videos, I'm gonna show you how this bot is performing. Make sure to subscribe because I'm gonna be posting a review of how this bot performed in the cycle, meaning entry all the way down to the exit, and show you how much profit the bot was able to make. So stay tuned for the second video. That being said, if you want to be part of CBA, we just opened a few spots. Make sure to check the link in the description, book a call, and I will see you there. Peace.